Hello everyone, I welcome you all on the YouTube channel of ANALYST IAS. Our today's topic for topic Decodified discussion is the very important Asian Waterbird Census of 2023. So we will see why and news, what is Asian Waterbird Census, then what is the importance of the census, then what are the outcomes of the census, then we will see what are wetlands, what are the importance of wetlands, then we will see some Indian initiatives to conserve the wetlands, then we will come to our prelims practice question and the mains practice question as well. Now we will start with today's topic. It is noteworthy that this time the Asian Waterbird census is to be done from the January 7, 2023 to January 22, 2023. This is the largest annual waterfowl census of wetlands internationally. So what is AWC? The AWC is conducted in January each year and is coordinated by the Wetlands International, South Asia and the Bombay Natural History Society in India. It is an integral part of the global watchbird monitoring program, the International Waterbird Census, which is IWC, coordinated by Wetlands International. It runs in parallel with other regional programs of the International Waterbird Census in Africa, Europe, West Asia, the Neotropics and the Caribbean. It was initiated in the year of 1987 in the Indian subcontinent and has grown rapidly to cover major regions of Asia from Afghanistan eastwards to the Japan, Southeast Asia and Australia. The census covers the entire East Asian, Australasian flyway and a large part of the Central Asian flyway. Importance of census. So water birds, which we call aquatic birds, have their own importance. Aquatic birds are one of the most important indicators of the state of the environment because their habitats are sensitive to the climate change. Therefore, water birds are one of the leading indicators of the health of the wetlands. These birds warn about the changes in the environment and the weather as well. So this is the importance of the census. Now, the Asian Waterbird Census also helps a lot in conservation of species of water birds. At the same time, it also identifies the areas of wetlands around the world where these aquatic birds reside. Wetlands provide food, rest, roost and foraging habitat for these charismatic species. These waterfowl not only act as indicators of the climate change but also help us identify new wetlands on which these birds depend. This also helps us a lot in conserving those wetlands. This creates a virtuous cycle of environmental protection as well. So what are the outcomes of the census? It recorded only 13 species down from 17 species which were recorded from 2019 to 2021. Duck species like northern Chevalier, common TL and Eurasian Vigion cited in the previous surveys were totally missing around this time. So this is the impact of the climate change as well. The number of birds has increased from 90 in 2021 to 132 this year. Number of birds have increased but the species coming are decreased. So the lower species diversity is a sign of degradation of the lake. Since waterbirds are an indicator of its health, human disturbance caused by the activities like boating have ruined the habitat and sewage findings its way into the lake, and there have been several unsuccessful attempts to control it. The lake also has the issue of water availability since there is no sustained supply of good quality of water in those lakes. So what are the wetlands? Swampy sites completely or partially surrounded by water are called wetlands, such as ponds, reservoirs, lakes, rivers, delta areas, mudlands, floodplains, swamp lands, rice fields, etc. Rice fields, etc. are human made, others are natural. So the Ramsar Convention definition for the wetlands includes areas of marsh, fen, peatland or water, whether natural or artificial, permanent or temporary, with water that is static or flowing, fresh, brackish or salt, including areas of marine water, the depth of which at low tides does not exceed 6 meters. So this is about the wetlands. This is the definition of the wetlands. So here I have given you an illustration that how the wetlands work. Here the dissipated stream comes and it is contaminated water. So the bacteria break down the contaminants and it acts as a natural filter. Moreover, the saturated peat stores the water. Here you can see the birds as well, and it also provides critical wildlife habitat, and cleaner water basically outflows into a new stream, and there is also slow release of underground stored water into those streams. So this is the importance of wetlands. Now, what is the importance of wetlands? Wetlands play a critical role in maintaining many natural cycles and supporting a wide range of biodiversity. They purify and replenish our water and provide the fish and rice that feeds billions of people. They serve as a natural sponge against flooding and drought, protect our coastlines and help fight climate change as well. So what are the India's initiatives for conservation of those wetlands? So the first one is, there are many, I have given you just two or three. Now the National Plan for Conservation of Aquatic Ecosystem, which is NPCA, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change is currently implementing this centrally sponsored scheme. Aim is for conservation and management of identified wetlands in the country on a cost sharing basis between the central government and respective state UT governments, on a cost sharing basis actually. So the World Wetlands Day, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change organizes the national level celebration of World Wetlands Day on 2nd February of each year in collaboration with the concerned state governments to raise awareness among all sections of the society about the values and functions of wetlands and the utilization of their resources. Now there is the Wetlands Rejuvenation Program. The Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change implemented this program within the framework of transformative ideas of the Government of India, like start work on restoration and rejuvenation of at least 100 major wetlands across the country. Now we will come to our prelims practice question of the today's session. So with reference to a conservation organization called Wetlands International, which of the following statements is correct? This question came in the year of 2014. It is an intergovernmental organization formed by the countries which are signatories to the Ramsar Convention. It works at the field level to develop and mobilize knowledge and use practical experiment to advocate for better policies. You can select the correct answer using the code given below and try to answer it in the comment section, or you can pause the video here as I have given you the answer in the next slide. Now we will come to our main practice question of today's session, that what are wetlands? Explain the Ramsar concept of wise use in the context of wetland conservation. Cite two examples of Ramsar sites from India as well. This was all about the today's topic. I hope you all have understood. So stay tuned for the next video. Have a great day. Here in the left corner I have given you the answer. The answer is B.